Welcome back to another episode of Sigh of Relief. I'm your host, Tony, and joining me is my co host, Kiya. Kiya, what's going on?
Hello. Not too much going on. Just rushing back. Just beat Houston traffic.
Oh, nice, nice.
Was down on Harwin looking for some attire for a wedding.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
well. I'm not gonna be in, but I'm gonna be attending
Okay,
an
nice.
Indian wedding. So
Oh,
I had
nice.
to go and look for some lengas and saris, and
Mhm.
I was able to find something today. So that was nice.
Nice. So, Lingra and Sagri, is that like the
Linga,
Linga? Is that like the
Linga,
the long
or
gown?
sorry.
Linga? Sorry, is that the long gown that they wear in the wedding, or what is that?
So linga is like an embroidered shirt with a skirt, and then
Mhm.
like a, for lack of better words, a drape that you put around your shoulder. A
Okay.
sari is just a very long, kind of like the drape, and you wrap it
Mhm.
around like your waistline, and then it comes over your shoulder, and it also has an embroidered shirt. So
Nice, nice,
very
nice.
detailed. They
Yeah.
are. I love it. I'm very excited to wear it. So
Nice, nice. And I'm pretty sure, like, you're not in a wedding, but you're attending a wedding, correct?
yes. Yep.
Okay, nice. And when is it? Is it this summer or is it in the fall?
It's next month. So that's why I needed to find something
What the did you
now.
just learn about it?
I didn't, but I'm very last minute because I wasn't
Oh
quite
my
sure what
God.
I wanted. But when I walked in, the lady, she was very nice, helped me find the perfect deep royal blue with all these
Mhm.
bedazzles, and
Okay.
yeah, I'm very
Okay. Okay.
excited.
Nice. Nice. I heard Indian weddings are pretty elaborate. I'm pretty sure I shared
Hmm.
with you. I was in a Nigerian wedding, last year. So now you're about to be in a Indian wedding. So yeah, other cultures, their weddings are not like the traditional boring Americanized or American wedding. It's a lot of song and dance
Yes.
and flash.
Hmm.
And some of these weddings can be
Yes.
very long. I mean, some of these weddings be long. So
Yeah. So we're actually doing so well they are doing so there's going to be an Indian wedding, and then the other person is Caucasian, so there'll be
mhm,
two different sides of
okay.
the wedding party. So on
Mhm.
one specific day it's like all Indian culture, and then the next day it'll be
Like American. Yeah.
the white American culture.
Mhm.
So I'm excited to see, the differences and what the different cultures bring. So
Okay, yeah,
exciting.
yeah,
And
definitely.
it's in
You gotta
Mexico, so
Oh, they're getting
my
married in
favorite place.
Mexico. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, so it's a destination wedding. That's good because it keeps the wedding party small because some folks ain't gonna want to travel. So that's good.
Yes.
That's good. Yeah.
But how's your week going?
My week is going fine. As you see, I'm on a road this week. I've been working. But so not too much exciting stuff going on. I haven't, bought any suits for any weddings that I'm gonna be in. Just work.
Hey,
Work,
work trips
emails,
are
network.
fun though.
Yeah, work events
They
are
can be
fun.
fun.
Well, yes, yes. This one is great. This one is great. So, no special attire, no royal blue, no embroiled shirts, just my typical, uh, you know, corporate office attire.
I do like work events too, because it kind of breaks up the monotony of just like your, in office or your work
Mhm.
from home environment. I mean, you got a new background unlocked, so
Right, right. Yeah,
we
put
like
the
the new
cheat code
space.
in, and yeah, I wish I could show you the view. The view is really nice as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really nice view. I'll send you some pictures offline, but so far so good. A little chilly where I'm at.
Don't
I
worry, you
know
about
it's
to come back to some heat.
oh yeah, I've been checking it. I can't wait to come back to some heat because I like warm weather. I don't like walking
It
around
is
in
hot.
cold. I mean, it's been so cold here, like my teeth are cold.
I
Like
don't
no,
think
I'm
it's
not
that
even
cold. I
lying.
think
No, no, no,
you're
no,
just
no.
used to extreme heat now.
Like when it gets cold, like I can feel my teeth are cold. Like I literally brush my tongue across my teeth because like I'm like, man, it's cold. And today I had on some shoes that had, what they call it, no show socks. And
Oh,
so
okay.
the no show socks are kind of thin and my feet were cold. I'm like, I should have brought a coat. Um, but I'll be happy to get
Not a
back to
coat.
the warm temperatures when I get back to Texas because I miss Texas and I miss my bed, I miss my shower, I miss my water bottle
Okay.
that I carry everywhere. So,
Don't say nothing when you sweating bullets. I don't even want to hear
yeah,
it.
I'm gonna be now. My AC. Oh my god, what did I leave my AC on in my house? I think I left my AC on 76 because I didn't want it to have it blasting, but at the same
Hmm.
time, I didn't want the inside of my house being 90 degrees when I walk into it. So,
Oh,
we'll see.
I don't never
We'll
turn
see.
mine on, off. I just let the
So you,
powers from within be.
no, I don't want to. I don't want to kill my plants. Yeah. So we're gonna see. Hopefully, they're still alive. So
Hopefully.
yeah. All right. So we got a good show. Before we get started, I just want to let everyone know if you're watching, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Every like and subscribe counts. If you like what we're doing, leave a comment. If you have any stories you want us to cover, please put that in the comments, and we'll definitely cover it. So, Kaya, I know you got a new computer. You talked about you received one as a birthday gift. So, when I read this story, I immediately thought of you. So, there's a new viral TikTok challenge going on, and I'm pretty sure you've seen it because you're the queen of TikTok, and it's known as the Chromebook challenge. Have you heard of the Chromebook challenge?
No.
Okay. Well, the Chromebook challenge involves uh, mostly students sticking metal objects such as paper clips and pencils inside the USB ports on their Chromebooks, which of course will cause it to short circuit and basically smoke out and catch fire. I don't know why someone would do this as a viral trend, but it's currently trending, and schools have already released press statements and advise students that they will take action if you stick a paper clip in their computer. So, considering you're the queen of TikTok, you haven't heard it. What are your thoughts?
I haven't seen that because
Mhm.
I have built my TikTok page brick by brick by brick by brick,
Okay.
and I am not consumed in what these kids are doing in high school and
Mhm.
middle school. When you said Chromebook, I kind of it made me think
Mhm.
like, okay, Chromebook. Chromebooks are typically for because most schools now
Mhm.
after COVID give some sort of tablet or book or something. So when you said
Mhm.
Chromebook, I kind of immediately thought of younger kids.
Yes. Yes.
Um, but those are obviously administered by the school. Like I don't think
Mhm.
that many schools are requiring for the parent to buy a Chromebook for the kid to have.
No, it's probably
Um,
recycle these books every year. I'm sorry, these
mhm,
Chromebooks every year. Give the computer to another student
yes.
the following year.
Hmm.
Just erase everything.
But that's also what makes it concerning because you're messing up something that the school is giving to you, and who do you think
Mhm.
is gonna have to pay for that when you break it? Your parents.
Students, parents,
Um,
taxpayers.
yeah. So I just, what's what is the challenge? Usually, a challenge is like back in the day when we were growing up, they did
Mhm.
the
Ice
ice
bucket
bucket
challenge.
challenge.
Yeah. And I
Yes,
think that's coming back,
yes.
honestly. I think I saw it coming back
Okay,
for
I
different
I
cause.
didn't do it then. I'm not gonna do it now.
Okay, so if I see
I'll
you, I'll
just
make sure I dump some ice on your head for
no.
cancer. Yeah, get rid of the
I'll just
cancer.
donate. I'll just donate my money. But when we were doing challenges back in the day, it was, for an actual reason. What is
Mhm.
the reason for sticking a paper clip into your computer that your parents gonna have to pay for? I don't get it.
Destruction. That's the reason. We want to see who can destroy the most computers uh, to laugh. You know, it's no cause. We're not doing it for ALS. We're not doing it for, shaking baby. What is it? Shaking baby infant disease, SIDS.
Shaking
We don't
baby
have a good
syndrome.
cause. Yeah, SIDS. Yes, whatever you call it. We don't have a cause. Cause is destruction. And we want to record it. We want to put it on TikTok and we want to go viral. It's like uh the college student that called some of the draft picks in the NFL to basically prank them. There's no
But
cause.
even
We
that,
just want to
that just
laugh.
I'm not gonna say that that makes sense to me because he was
Mhm.
old enough to know better,
Yeah, he was
one
in
thousand
college.
percent. But
Right.
obviously, they were doing a stupid prank, right?
Mhm.
Sticking a paperclip in a MacBook, nothing is funny about that. Like, okay, you short circuit the MacBook.
Mhm.
ha ha. Like it's not a joke, it's not funny. I
Mhm.
just don't see. I don't get it. My brain doesn't. I don't know. I don't
Yeah, maybe
understand it.
maybe you're too old. I don't know. Maybe I'm too
I
old,
gotta
but
be. Yeah.
but
Auntie has
if you
entered the chat because I don't
right,
get it.
right, right, because when I was in high school, everybody talked about senior prank. We never did anything because we didn't want to get suspended and we wanted to graduate. Some of these schools, you try to do some of these pranks or these challenges, they're not going to allow you
Hmm.
to walk. They're going to hold
Right.
your papers. They may give it to you at the end, but they know at the end of the day, your parents want to see you walk across that stage. So it should be your parents' job to keep you in line. Uh, but I saw some images when I was looking at this story of a smoky computer. So apparently it's going viral. It made national news. It made a few YouTube channels. School districts are putting out press releases. But it's called the Chromebook challenge. So now that I'm talking
Yeah, I'm
about
gonna
it, the
have to
moment
look
you
into
go
that.
on, yeah, the moment you go on TikTok, you're gonna see people's computers burning up.
Yeah, I need to see it because when we did stuff when we were kids, it was funny or
Yeah,
it was fun or
right.
something. There was some outcome to it. There's no
Yeah,
outcome to this but
yeah,
stupidity. But
yeah.
maybe
So
I'm just disconnected and old.
yeah, yeah. Like you said, bring back the ice bucket challenge, and we could just start dumping some water on your
Something.
head. Considering it's warm out there in Texas, just when you see Kai in the street, throw some water on her.
Or bring back skipping or something. Like skipping at
Oh,
least
okay.
for the kid. I mean, I don't want the
Oh,
kids to
skipping
get
school. Okay, I
saying.
got you.
Yeah, but
I thought you were talking
I
about skipping
mean,
like on the sidewalk where you draw those boxes and you got to like
no,
jump in the box.
hopscotch. No,
Oh, it's called hopscotch. Okay, I thought it was called skipping.
hopscotch. Yeah. No, but I don't know. I'm gonna need y'all to find some more fun to do or something beneficial for one party because yeah, that's not beneficial for anybody involved.
Right, right. You and I may have to start a new TikTok challenge on TikTok. So
It's gonna be a lot of fun, more fun than sticking a paperclip in
paper
a
clips.
Chromebook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I'll be afraid to do that. I'm like, what if it explodes and paper clip shoots out
Thank
towards my
you.
face?
No, I feel like that's a valid
Yeah,
concern.
yeah. I don't want that. Yeah, I definitely don't want that. Uh, me and risk.
No.
You're the one that like risk. I don't do
Yes,
no risk.
this is
Yeah,
true, but not that. Not when it comes to electrical fire or something like that.
especially in my house. Like I'm not about to be sticking nothing in no oven in a microwave. Well, that's gonna be the next challenge, the
Yeah.
microwave challenge. Put a spoon, put a
Don't
metal
do
spoon in the
it.
microwave, and press 30 seconds.
That's what it
And
sounds like.
so
That's why these
like
kids can't read now. There's a
they're
reading
not trying to
problem, a
read.
comprehension problem, and they
They
stick in paper clips in MacBooks. That's,
yeah.
I mean, it's all, we done summed it up.
Listen,
Something wrong with these
it's gonna
kids.
take one kid to have an exploding computer in their face, and then their parents are gonna get on TV and say, "My kids don't do no
Hmm.
wrong. I got good kids." And these we gonna sue. We gonna sue the school. We gonna sue the computer comp. They gonna, how people are. They want to sue everybody.
The whole
They need to
time
start
kid
suing
can't read or do
themselves.
nothing.
Yeah. And so
Agreed.
you know how the parents do. Take a bad kid, put some glasses on his face, put a button-up shirt on, put a tie on, and be like, "This is a good kid." Like, knowing this boy is bad. So
Sticking paper clips and
right,
USB ports. Yeah,
right, and we see
I'll get
this in
it.
court as well. Speaking of people changing their image, you'll see somebody go in court, and all of a sudden they dye their hair gray, or they start walking in, they start getting a wheelchair or getting a walker to make it look like, oh, I'm fragile, I'm innocent, I wouldn't do these crimes, but you're just doing it for TV.
Lo and
Uh,
behold, yeah,
yeah.
I'm
So
over
hey, check out
these kids.
right. So check out this next story. Last week, a young lady from Gulfport, Mississippi, entered a Dollar General store armed with a firearm and demanded money. She eventually
Dollar
robbed the
General.
place. Yeah, she eventually robbed the place and fled the scene with an undisclosed amount of money. While police were investigating the robbery, she returned to the store to ask about the cell phone she left. I know you never robbed a store, but have you done anything
Never.
like this where you did something and then you thought to yourself, "Oh, I effed up. This is gonna come right back to me. I left my cell phone. I left my driver's license. I'm on camera." Have you done anything like that? I'm not saying rob a store, but
I'm pretty sure I have left behind some evidence of something stupid I've
mhm,
done. Like, I don't know. Me and my friends, I can't even incriminate myself, but I've
Right.
done like we've done some stuff we probably shouldn't have been doing.
Mhm.
And we've done it where okay, yeah, I'm not gonna incriminate myself.
Okay.
So
Right. Because I'm gonna call the state troopers out there.
and this was like 20, like early, probably wasn't even 20, honestly, like
Hmm.
teenager or 20. And it was like
Okay.
harmless stuff.
Okay.
Just messing with people, ding dong ditch, stupid stuff like that, which
Yeah.
as a
Well, I think we all
almost
did that as a
20-year old,
kid. Oh, I
okay,
ain't do
but
it
I
as
was
no
almost
20-year-old.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
almost 20.
Nah, you too old for that. You knock on my door.
Agree. That is that's
We gonna have a
childish.
ice bucket challenge. I'm gonna grab you and take you and throw you in my tub with some ice.
But we
But
were also in like dorms the
oh,
first
that's
year. I
different.
think we
Yeah,
had just moved out the
yeah,
dorm. So we were
yeah.
not young, but still young and stupid.
No,
But
you're an adult. You're an adult.
yeah, an adult, a young adult, stupid.
You're an adult.
But as far as like incriminating myself, leaving my cell phone behind, no, I have not done that. And if I had
Right.
left the cell phone, I mean, at that point,
Pol-
it's
Police
just
are coming to
good.
your
It's
door.
gone. Right,
Yeah, they
I
coming
mean
to your
that.
door.
But I want to know how much she stole from in general because it could have been no more than $50. So was it
It's
worth it,
probably
ma'am?
yeah. They didn't. I don't think they said the amount, but I'm gonna say she probably stole at most $200. Like
Yeah.
people who going into the dollar store, they probably swiping their card. The people who are
Yeah.
using cash, they're probably pulling out a $20 bill.
$10.
And stores,
Yeah,
yeah,
five, $10.
yeah. And stores like that, like once the register hits a limit, a upper limit,
Hmm.
they gotta like I think they call it like checking the
Like cash
money or
out or
cash
whatever.
out or
Yeah.
whatever you call it.
Mhm.
Different stores have a different term for it. So I don't know what she expects to get, but it's just like now you just ruin your life for I don't even know what they sell at the dollar
She
store
probably
today.
ruined it. She probably ruined it before then. That probably wasn't her first
Yeah,
charge, so she probably didn't
yeah,
care.
definitely. Yeah,
So did
definitely.
they come and pick her up when she was back looking for the cell phone, or she left
Yeah,
that time too?
they arrested her. I think they took her to the county jail. Um,
She'd probably be out in a week, if that,
yeah,
couple days.
next she gonna rob something else because she gonna need some lawyer money.
Family
So
Dollar next.
right, and it's so funny because somebody was just telling me that the dollar store sells groceries now. And I don't know if I was talking to you
They've
about
been
it.
selling groceries. Yeah.
I I did not know they sold groceries.
You
Somebody
don't
told
go in
me
the,
they
you
ate
don't go in
some
the Dollar Tree?
for
I
what?
love the Dollar
Like I
Tree.
don't shop like that. You imagine I you know I don't cook.
Cleaning
So
supplies, travel essentials. I
oh, they
stay at the
sell that?
Dollar Tree.
Oh, I didn't know they
Yeah.
sold like that. Okay, so
Toothpaste, toothbrushes,
I didn't know they sold that.
everything.
So now I'm gonna have to
Mhm.
take a trip. I'm gonna tell them Kaya sent me. So
Go to a good one though. Don't go to
yeah,
one where it's overpopulated.
yeah. Like I said, I haven't been in there in years. I know as a kid, my mom she used to buy the cleaning supplies, the toothpaste, candy, like everything we needed for the house was in a dollar store. You can buy
Hmm.
for $1. 2025, you're not probably gonna get nothing for no dollar out of no dollar store unless it's
A
like you
dollar
said, travel
25.
size. Yeah, travel size, fun size. They not giving you a big tube of toothpaste for no dollar. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I haven't been in there. Somebody told me they ate some eggs from a dollar store, and they told me it didn't taste like eggs. It tastes nothing like
Yeah.
eggs. So
I'll get like a bag of chips from there,
yeah,
but the refrigerator section I kind of stay away from there. But obviously
yeah.
some people they have to they are, watching what they spend. So they go in there and they actually, get some vegetables, get dairy.
I did not know this.
Um, but yeah, they have stuff in there. There's a whole TikTok channel dedicated to this guy making dinner for two from meals
Mm,
from the Dollar Tree. He makes it look
okay.
good.
Okay, well, you
It's
gotta
really
try
good.
one of those meals out and come back to the channel and talk about it.
I ain't cooking, but yeah, if you want me to show you some recipes, I can.
You can make a
I know you ain't cooking either, so
no, I said you can make. I didn't say I can make. You can make
I can't
like
make nothing.
a taco. What's it called? Taco bowl. So get some lettuce, some ground beef,
You don't even know. Be
tomatoes.
quiet.
I'll eat
They
it. I
ain't
don't
got
know,
lettuce.
but I eat it. I don't know what's in it, but I'll eat it. Earlier today I went and I ate a burrito for lunch, and the young lady at the counter said, "Do you want this sauce?" And she named some sauce, something Marbeline or Marbellel. I said, I leaned in. I said, "What's that?" She said it's like a sauce that we put on it. I said, how does I said, is it sweet? She said, yeah. I say, yeah, just put it on the side. Don't put it on my burrito. Because I don't like
Now
sweet
I'm trying
food.
to think of what sauce you talking about.
It
Cause
starts with an M. Marbarell, or something like that. I
child,
don't know what it was. Yeah,
watch
I didn't
it.
even taste it.
Yes,
I
it's
didn't
gonna
even
be
taste
something
it. The
totally
burrito was good,
different.
but yeah, I would Google it. But we live. We got 1,000
Tony
people
knows
watching right
nothing
now.
about food. He just eats and hopes for the best. Half the
Yeah,
time, don't
yeah.
even know what he
I
eats.
know. Yeah, I mean, I really don't. And it's so funny because for a long time, the only seasoning I had in my house was like pepper. And someone opened my
Pepper's a
cabinets.
seasoning.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
pepper
not.
is a seasoning, but
Oh,
not without
black
anything
pepper.
else.
Yeah, black pepper. But I didn't know. I didn't have Tony's. I didn't have Slap Your Mama.
You didn't
I
have
didn't have
salt.
nah, I don't even have sugar today. I don't have a lot of stuff because when I cook, I just like when I cooked eggs like 4 years ago, I put the eggs in a skillet and I what do you call a little thing that you mix the eggs with? Is it the spatula?
A spatula.
I don't know what you call it, but I mix the eggs with the fork or with the little utensil, and I ate it. And somebody saw me cooking eggs one time, and it's like, "You're not gonna put no seasoning in it." I'm like, I didn't know it needed seasoning. So, they cooked it with some
When you go to
seasoning. I'm like,
restaurants, you don't use the salt and pepper shaker. You just ate whatever they put on the table for you.
I typically just eat, and I had eggs this
Interesting.
morning at a restaurant. I just ate the eggs.
Okay.
I just ate
So
the only
he's
time I was
single, guys, and he really needs a woman who knows how to cook. Like for real.
right,
Don't
right,
if you don't know how to cook, just stay gone. Actually, you
yeah.
could probably cook anything and he'd eat it. It sounds
I
like.
mean, I know what nasty food tastes like because I like to eat.
Do
So
you?
if it's nasty, yeah, I like to eat. Yeah, if it's
No,
nasty,
I
I'm
know you
like,
like to eat, but do you know what nasty food tastes like? You eating eggs with no salt and pepper
I
bag.
mean, it's eggs. It's supposed to taste like eggs, and that's what it was tasting like. But now, I've evolved. 2025, or even in 2024, I'll put some Tonys on it. I'll put some Slap Your Mama on it,
Which you
and
don't
I
need
eat
that
them
on no
eggs.
damn eggs. All you need
Oh,
is
you
salt and
don't?
pepper. But no,
Okay,
no.
okay. Well, I need to look
Blood
in my
pressure gonna
cabinets.
be high.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That's probably why my face looks so
Hmm.
puffy. So I need to go home and buy some salt and pepper. Then I need to go
You
buy some salt
you
and
don't
pepper.
have any salt in your house still to this day?
I may have those little packets that come inside the utensil
That's
pack.
very unfortunate. That is very
Yeah,
unfortunate.
yeah. I gotta
Okay.
check. I gotta check. I'll check when I get home. I got some honey though, so I put honey in my oatmeal. So that's good. You don't like
Yeah,
honey?
that's a great.
You don't like honey?
I have honey. I have, but I
Okay.
have all the condiments you could ever imagine in my house.
Okay.
So
All right. Well,
there's
I've had
that.
your what'd you cook? Was it jambalaya?
No,
What'd you cook? Gumbo. Gumbo. That's
he
what you
knows
cooked.
nothing about food,
Gumbo.
y'all.
Yeah, gumbo. It was good. It was real good. It was good. And it was rich in
Ooh,
seasoning. Yeah, rich in the seasoning. I
I
don't
don't
know what
even
type of
know.
seasoning, but it was
I don't even know if I care about you saying it's good because you over here talking about you
listen,
don't even own salt.
I've had some gumbo that wasn't hitting like yours.
Well,
And
that's
within
good
that
to
first
hear.
sip,
That's
I was
good to
like,
hear.
this ain't Kaya's gumbo. And I think I told you that story about that. I was like, yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it. So but
I love to
I'm
hear that. So we're gonna get
yeah.
you some salt, a wifey who know how to cook,
Mhm.
something. We're gonna help
So
you
what I
out.
yeah, so what I can do, I'm pretty sure I can go on Amazon and find one of those turntables with the different seasonings on it. You know what I'm talking about? Like when you go to
You have
grandma's
to
house.
buy the seasonings for to put on top of the turntable. You don't buy a turntable with
Oh,
ready-made
okay.
seasonings.
Well, I need to find something
Ooh,
that's ready made. I need to find
you
something that's
making
ready
me
made.
mad.
I
You're
forgot.
making me mad
I got some cinnamon in the house.
for your oatmeal.
I was making French toast, and so I was putting like vanilla. I still got vanilla, but I was putting vanilla on it, some
Okay.
cinnamon in the mix with the
Okay.
eggs, dipping the Texas toast in it, flipping it, putting it on the
Okay.
pan. So yeah, that's
Okay.
a
We getting
that's a
somewhere. We
yeah,
getting
yeah,
somewhere.
we gonna yeah, by 2028, I'm gonna be making what 3-4 course meal, starters, appetizers, and all of
You're
that.
not.
But
No, I was
yeah,
making
so
French toast when I was 10, probably 8. But
What
No
was I
worries.
eating at 8 years old? I was eating like hot dogs,
Cereal,
cereal,
noodles,
pork and beans. Uh, yeah, I wasn't
canned
cooking.
food.
Yeah, canned food. What you call those dinner? What you call those chunky soup? You just crack open the soup
Mhm.
and pour it in the
Yep.
pot and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. So
Yeah, you well far behind. You gonna
yeah,
pray for your little future Tonys, cause
yeah.
they mama gonna have to cook or they gonna be hungry.
Hey, future Tony's gonna be eating Tony's. Put some seasoning on that. Put some seasoning on that. So check this out. So I know you use Amazon. Are you an Amazon Prime user?
I am. They need to
Okay.
take my account away. Ooh,
Why? What, you use it that much?
man, it don't make no sense. I got a package coming in almost every day.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
crazy. I have
yeah.
it. I don't use it. Like at first I only ordered from Amazon and when I was in school only to get books. Now I order to get like stuff like this, like microphone, cables, stuff that I just can't walk into Target and easily buy. I can't walk into Walmart and easily
Hmm.
buy. But um yeah, not every day. Not every day.
I won't
So
say every day, but at least 2 to 4 times a week I have packages.
packages delivered.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. We
you
gonna we
always
gonna
need
pray we
something.
gonna pray for you. We gonna pray for you and these future little Kayas. Don't spending all the money. Spend
They
all the
gonna
money.
have a lot of packages coming for them too.
Right, right. So check this out. A couple in Los Angeles woke up this Mother's Day with deliveries from Amazon. Uh, the family, the couple, discovered that the Amazon packages had human waste on top of them,
Huh?
and the Amazon driver was caught on video, basically relieving herself on these packages, on these people's or this couple's, property. So I know you've never received a package like this, but this was like the talk of the town in this community in California because this one driver literally was pissing and releasing other human waste on people's packages. This employee was later, of course, fired. But is this the
Rightfully so.
wildest delivery story you've heard? Because I know you've heard of some crazy delivery stories, but I think this one is probably the wildest to me. Like, what are your thoughts on this?
I've actually heard of one worse, but I'm
Oh,
not
you
gonna
did?
share the
Oh,
story because I think it's yeah, I don't know how it will
mhm,
go over on this platform. But I have
mhm.
heard of one worse.
Oh, wow.
Same
Yeah.
design. But what she did was just a little more dirtier.
Oh, wow.
But I say all of that to say that I hear that the conditions for the drivers in particular are a little can be a little bit harsh.
Mhm.
And as
Especially when it
someone
comes
who
to
used
time
to
and delivering under
mhm,
a certain time.
exactly. And as someone I used to have a job where I had to be in what we would call in the field all day.
Mhm.
Um, and you can't go to these you can't go to people's houses and be like, oh, can I use your restroom? So you're like trying to find a McDonald's, and if you're in a residential area or you're in a more rural area, it's harder to be able to use the bathroom. You can't drink that much, so then you're dehydrated. So I don't want to take away from the fact that maybe they need to be facilitating, some stop times or some break times for
Mhm.
them to be able to use the restroom. But why she needed to do it on their packages, I'm not quite
Yeah,
sure.
their packages and their front porch, but most
Yeah.
people, especially if they have a property, they have cameras on their property. I
Yeah. Oh
don't
yeah.
care, like, if you got a
I just
cheap
put a
house,
camera
like
inside mine today, this morning.
yeah, and it was delivered from Amazon. Look,
It was last night.
so thank you, Amazon. Um, like I said,
it's egregious
yeah, I mean,
because
everybody
you
has
know it's going to
cameras.
be
Yeah.
picked up. Hmm.
It's gonna be picked up. And I think some of the other people in the community were complaining as well. Like, I think I don't know what they call it, but a lot of these communities, when they have cameras up, they have
Neighbors.
networks. Yeah, neighborhood
Yep.
watch, whatever, where they communicate with each other and basically snitch on people who don't belong in the
Yep.
neighborhood. Um,
Hmm.
that sounds like something my grandma would do, but my grandma didn't have apps and smartphones, but she just looked through the
Hey, I
blinds
do that.
and,
I
and
do that
called
now.
people, right? So back when cameras were not popular, we used to get glimpses of video and
Hmm.
still images of people breaking packages and people
Yeah.
having like fragile goods delivered to their house, and you'll see a delivery driver just basically throw it on the house and like run
Right.
back to the car and drive it to deliver the next package. But releasing yourself and releasing human waste on people's property and
Yeah.
their
You're
their
getting
their
caught in
packages,
4K.
yeah, it's that's wild. I mean, you say you heard of something worse. But to me, this is the worst because you got to clean that stuff up. Like
Hmm.
the delivery company is not going to say, "Oh yeah, we'll be over there at 7 p.m. to wash your porch." No, you got to go out
Right.
there and clean it up. So, and who wants to clean up human waste? I
Well, I
understand people
wonder
have
if they're
dogs.
gonna sue though, because, and I don't know if this is
Mhm.
like a third party Amazon, because I know that they do
Mm,
contract with
right.
I think 1099s too. But
Mm,
them touching a package that has human waste on it, like
mhm,
that also opens up a whole new can of worms.
right. Right.
Yeah, she just dug herself, she put herself in hot water, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, this is wild. This is wild. And I think you said moments ago you used to deliver something or work in the field. So,
I didn't
I
used to
had a job.
deliver, but
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I used to have a job when I was in high school, and we did like sales within communities, door to door. And like you said, sometimes you don't have 10 minutes to go to the restroom. You need to be
No.
fast. Um,
Yep.
but at the same time, when I was in high school, everybody didn't have a Ring doorbell camera uh,
No, they
on their
didn't.
property. So,
No, they
so
didn't.
if you would have saw some of the stuff we were doing, just we were in high school, so of course we were beating each other up, chasing each other, throwing stuff at each other, um,
Cussing, just yeah.
cursing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I don't know about this on somebody's front porch. Maybe I'll do it in the bushes, but not on somebody's front porch.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. But I think
Yeah, this
too,
is
this is
wild.
a lesson in you have to take care of yourself first. That
Mhm,
job that's making you, have to even come to the point where you using the bathroom on people's
mhm.
packages, you may need to
Right,
reevaluate if it's worth it or not. So,
right. Well,
because I,
she's reevaluating right now because she's looking for a job.
well,
So,
she don't got the
uh,
job anymore,
yeah,
but she
yeah. Maybe
evaluation before you
yeah,
lose the job.
yeah. So maybe you may see her working in your neighborhood next week, and delivering something to your house, or you know, you
I
may
got
see her
them
at your
cameras
job.
up, so
You may see her at your job.
hey,
Deliver
caught in
delivering
4K.
delivering delivering lunch one day. So I know you spoke about, you're going to be in a wedding this summer. Saw this story come out of Texas this week, and it's relating to a woman in Houston who posed as a wedding planner, offering services like photography, catering, and venue booking to couples, but failed to deliver on any of them. She collected thousands of dollars from couples for wedding services that never materialized, and disappearing before events actually took place. One couple grew suspicious of her activities, and repeatedly after she repeatedly asked for more money, and after that they filed an investigation on this woman and they had her arrested. And one of the things they found out that she's been doing this whole wedding scam to multiple families and multiple couples. Um, what's your take on this? I know couples are pretty vulnerable during this time and they're excited and they're spending a lot of money. What if you're having a wedding plan and the planner is constantly asking for thousands and thousands of dollars, but never delivering anything?
Well, for starters, this sounds real Houston. Am I shocked?
Okay.
Absolutely not. This is very on
Okay.
brand for Houston. Um,
Mhm.
but I think we got to talk about accountability, because one thing I don't play about is my money. I don't care how much
Mhm.
money I make. I will always be cheap at heart. I will always be a cheap girl, aka my Dollar Tree visits. Um, I will spend $1 on toothpaste. I
Yeah, I mean, if
don't
it
care.
works, if it's toothpaste, it's toothpaste.
And it's the same toothpaste that they got everywhere else on Bite.
Mhm.
But I think that the families also have to take accountability, because just because you hire someone to help you doesn't mean
They're
that
professional.
that they're professional and they're going to deliver on everything. I think
Mhm.
that the best wedding planner can drop the ball on certain stuff.
Oh
If you
yeah.
don't speak up, then how do you expect, for them to do what it is that you want them to do? So the first time somebody doesn't deliver something that they told you and that you're expecting, you need to call it out and you need to figure out, what's happening and what's the next step. So she's 100% wrong, but the
Mhm.
families who got scammed and just let her scam them and then
Mhm.
jump to the next person, I mean, they're to blame too.
Yeah, and I've seen wedding planners get sued. So, if
Yeah.
you got a fake wedding planner, people are going to catch up on it. Because one thing about weddings,
Yeah.
if you pay for a specific product or service, you want it like picture perfect. If it's anything
Oh
off
yeah.
from what you have in your head, you're gonna
Mhm.
be mad. I mean, your
Yeah.
wedding is supposed to be like one of your biggest days in your life. It's something that you're gonna
Mhm.
take pictures, of course. You're gonna remember it the rest of your life. You're gonna show, other couples and other family, other
Yep.
friends every day for the next, 60 years that that you're probably living. So
Yeah.
to take advantage of a couple like this, for her,
Mhm.
from the fake planner's perspective, it's a good scam because weddings cost money and people are gonna give you money.
Yep.
But from the families and the
But
couples,
stupid.
yeah,
But also stupid.
yeah, that's wild. But like you said, it's very Houston like, so
Yeah.
have
I
you, from your
mean,
experience in the weddings that you've been to, have you seen anything that's like that the couple has been pissed about that that didn't go their way when it came to the way their weddings were executed?
honestly, no. I haven't seen anyone who was just like upset at something that a wedding planner did.
Mhm,
Um, I obviously haven't had a wedding for myself, but
mhm.
I can speak to
Well, you
like
may get married at this next wedding that you're gonna be in. You're gonna be in Mexico. You're gonna have your little deep royal blue dress. When they throw the, I don't know what they call it, but when the ladies throw them flowers back, you're gonna be jumping in the air. And you're gonna
bouquet.
snatch it, the bouquet. You're gonna jump in the air. You're gonna snatch it out the air like Michael Jordan.
Hey, maybe my future husband will be at the wedding. I don't know. We'll have to
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
But
Make sure you keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open and don't block your blessings.
appealed, yes.
Right, right, right.
um,
Put some tape on there like this.
I'm gonna keep them wide open. They're gonna be open.
Okay.
But I was gonna say, obviously, I haven't had a wedding, but even when so today, I had a housekeeper come, and we've talked about this that will, on occasion, hire someone to come and clean. That's also like I kind of think of a wedding planner as the same thing. Like you're hiring somebody to take the pressure and the stress off of you.
Right.
I set the housekeeper up for success. I put towels in the kitchen, towels in the bathroom, because don't you dare use the same towel from the bathroom in the kitchen.
She should have her
I
own
put
towels, or
no,
the
she
housekeeper should have
probably
their own.
does, but
Okay.
I don't want them using one towel for everything. So
Oh, of
I put
course
a
not.
towel in the
I saw
kitchen.
somebody in a saw somebody at the airport do that, and I was looking at this guy. I'm like,
Yeah, they
lucky
do
you ain't
have
cleaning
people
in my
like that.
house. Yeah, I'm like, it was
I don't
nasty.
play that. I don't play that.
Yeah.
So I put a separate one on the toilet because there needs to be a towel for the toilet, a towel for the sink. But I do that because obviously I'm extra and I like things a certain way, right?
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing for a wedding planner. Like you need to be
Mhm,
very vocal in what it is that you want and
mhm,
to an extent set them up for success. And I think that some people kind of drop the ball because they're like, I'm paying my money. You should just give me what I want. But you have
mhm.
to be involved to some capacity too.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of cleaners, I had a cleaner come to my place this past week, and it was a new cleaner.
Hmm.
And one of the things I noticed, like when I typically allow them in, and then once they come in, I leave. I go do whatever I need to
Yes,
do. I go work.
right. Get out
Uh,
their hair. Yeah.
yeah, because I don't. I mean, imagine you cleaning or doing any job, and
It's
somebody's there
weird.
like watching.
Yeah.
Like, no, I leave. So
Agreed.
I when I left her at my place, she had started in the bathroom. They always started in the bathroom.
Hmm.
When I came back hours later, she was still in the bathroom.
Hours. How long did it take her?
So I think it was over 2 hours.
Okay.
It typically takes over
That's
two
pretty
hours.
standard. Yeah.
But I'm like, why are you still in the same place? I didn't say anything.
Just
But
like
once
sitting
I came,
down, taking a break.
yeah. So when I came home, I went back to my office. Um, put my computer down. And then she was like, she said, "Hey, I'm wrapping up. I'm getting ready to leave." And then, she left. And of course, I go around, make sure they clean every
Mhm.
goddamn thing as I should.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm working, so I'm not looking at every detail. So I get back in my computer. But like the next day, I'll go look, and I'm like, did she clean this? She's like,
No.
no, she didn't clean this. Like, why is this
Yeah.
dusty? And so I'm like, I don't want to send an email to the company, but it's like I have to because I don't want them to
You can
send
send
her
it to me.
back. Yeah, because like,
No,
no,
you're
don't
just
send
gonna
her
give me
back.
a discount. Just
Don't send
go
her
ahead
back.
and run me that
Yeah,
discount.
yeah. Do not send her back over here. Um, and I noticed one of the you mentioned leaving a towel out, and I leave a towel out in my house, but it's not for the cleaners. It's for me. It's a
Mhm.
towel I use. When I went in the bathroom, that towel was wet. I'm like, did this lady clean with this
Mm,
towel? Like, this not a towel for you to be
probably.
cleaning, but she probably don't know. But I'm gonna still send an email, like, I don't want to, but like, don't
Yeah.
send her back
No, I
over here.
don't play. If I'm
Yeah,
spending my money on you to come and clean, oh, you better do it
yeah,
right. And you better, yeah, you better not be, yeah. Don't mess
yeah.
up
Because I
nothing.
mean, yeah, because I'm like, first of all, like, it was like red flags when I left, she was in the bathroom. When I came back, she was in the
Mhm.
bathroom. And it's not like the bathroom was like, oh, this the cleanest bathroom I've ever seen. She's
Right.
been here for hours. It was normal,
Yeah.
like the normal, clean that they typically do. But I'm just like, yeah,
And they
I
all
don't
do
want her back.
something different. Everybody
Yeah,
cleans different. It's never the
yes,
same clean, which is exhausting. But
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, maybe I just need to clean my own place. Honestly,
no. But yeah, that's a whole
that's gonna
day
take.
taken away from you.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't honestly, I don't like cleaning tubs. Um,
For me, it's the toilet. I'd
I
rather
don't care
pay
about that.
somebody else to clean the toilet.
Yeah,
Ugh,
because I clean the
no.
toilet every time I have guests, and I clean the toilet like
Yeah.
myself often. But the tub,
Mhm.
like I have to climb in there, and I don't want to climb in
Yeah.
there. Um,
Mhm.
and I'm really particular about it, and so
Yeah.
don't judge me, but I don't wear a lot of clothes when I clean a tub, so I don't wear. I mean, because I don't want the chemicals or the cleaning supplies to get on me. I don't want to get wet, so I don't wear a lot of clothes when I clean.
Yeah,
Like
just keep the
I wear
cleaner.
I wear bare minimum when I'm cleaning. Like so, yeah.
That's
And I don't
funny.
like I'm tall. I don't like, of course, I don't like bending over and doing all the extra
Yeah,
stuff. Like
that
it's
makes
not
sense.
comfortable. It's not comfortable. So this next story is something that you brought to my attention. I never heard of this guy, but I am familiar with the rise of content creators becoming reviewers. You have Keith Lee, and I know you heard of Keith Lee, right?
Of course, of course.
Okay. Well, I'm late to the party. So you have Keith Lee. You have some other
I think he's in
guys.
Texas now too. Keith Lee.
Yeah, I think he lives in Texas, and some of these online content creators, these reviewers, they're more powerful and they have more reach than people who are like
Yeah,
professional reviewers. And I
they
remember a
do.
video with Keith Lee reviewing I think a sushi restaurant, and I don't know if it
It was
was
in
in
Seattle.
Seattle. I was in
Yeah,
Seattle, and
it
he
was in
put it
Seattle.
up, and he ate the sushi, and it was
Mhm.
a worm in the back of the sushi doing like, what do you call it? The jelly roll when you like on the floor and you what's it called?
Doing
What's
a
it called? The jelly
worm.
doing the
The
worm. The
worm.
worm was doing the worm, and I'm like, when I saw the video, I don't follow Keith Lee, but the video was popular, so I
I
saw the
don't think
video
that he
embedded.
noticed though,
He
right?
didn't notice. No, he didn't
Okay.
notice, and so when I saw it, I looked at it and I rewind and I watched it again. I'm like, there's something moving in that sushi.
But
That
I think
business
that's
got shut down
common.
immediately.
But
And
isn't that common for like salmon has worms in it and you cook
parasites.
it out? Yeah, I think some sushi does too. I would assume. I mean,
Listen,
it's raw.
I understand it's
I
raw.
don't
You
know.
talk all this smack about me not cooking. Now you cooking wormy salmon and wormy
Salmon
catfish.
does have, but salmon have parasites and stuff in it. That's
I mean,
normal.
everybody. I think humans, we have like parasites, but there's a difference between the parasites that you can't see to get cooked out when you or
Yeah.
cleaned out when you cook them, and the parasites that
Mhm.
are the size of my fingernail.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
and so when I
I mean,
saw the
he's
video,
fine and alive.
yeah, he's fine, but that business I find in a lot. That business got shut
Yeah.
down because people are like, I'm
Yeah.
not going there, and why would they go there?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
there's something else going with a Dallas. I don't know if he's from Dallas or his name is just Dallas, but tell us about
he lives in
this other
Dallas.
content creator. Okay, cool.
um, so if you are on TikTok as much as I am, then you've
Okay.
seen the battle
The
between
Queen
content
of Kaya.
creators. Yeah,
Yeah.
the
The Queen
Queen
of
Kai
TikTok.
of
I'm sorry.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have So Bad Ash, who has been on social media for a
Mhm.
while.
You said
She opened up a
so bad Ash. Okay.
well, that's the name of the bakery,
Mhm,
that's her TikTok name. The name of the
mhm.
bakery, I think, is so or Bad Ash Bakes. Bad Ash
Okay.
Bakes. Her name is Ashley C. So
Okay.
that's why it's called So Bad Ash. So she opened up a bakery in Pasadena, California,
Mhm.
and Dre in Dallas. He is a popular content creator in the Dallas area, obviously.
Okay.
He is most known for his reviews on Popeye's chicken. He puts a whole Popeye's biscuit in his mouth, no bites, like a literally puts the whole thing in his mouth and chews it. He's also known for reviewing multiple different ice creams. He made the Rice Krispie treat ice cream
We know
famous,
you like ice
and
cream.
no, you like ice cream.
No,
Um,
you introduced me to some nasty ice cream spots. This some good ice
you
cream.
a
But
liar.
go ahead.
You
Go
only
ahead.
eat vanilla ice cream, so you don't know good ice cream. But so he's well known for the Popeyes biscuit and just reviewing a lot of different ice cream brands. So he was in California this past week, and he went to visit So Bad Ash's bakery, and he had a lot. Well, he had some critiques.
Mm.
And I do want to point out that he's also well known for reviewing a crumble cookie and rating Olivia Rodriguez. She's a singer. I don't know who she is.
Yeah, she's
Um,
big. Yeah, she's huge.
okay.
I know who she
He
is.
so she had a cookie. One of us knows who she is, which is great. She
Mm.
had a cookie that was called her cookie at Crumble, and he rated her cookie a 0 out of 10. This is an important thing to know. He
Mm.
said her cookie was nasty. Period. That's another one of the big videos that he had that
Mm.
kind of propelled him to be well known on TikTok. So he went to So Bad Ash's bakery, had a lot of critiques about her, but the main critique that kind of has people up in arms is he said that he waited in line for, I think he said a couple of hours total to get his items. It was 1 to 2 hours. And he said that the main reason for the wait was because of her mom, who is helping her to pack up the goods. So he went on to rate the cookies. He gave them 5 out of 10. Some cookies he didn't rate. And then he said that her cinnamon roll was a 10 out of 10. He said the cinnamon roll was really good. So that leads us to the question at hand. When is it okay to critique a new business? Her business has at the time had only been open for 10 days. It's in a soft
Oh
launch
man.
era. And when is it okay to, bring the mama in there? He says that he wasn't being shady when he made the comments about her mom. She was not off limits because she was in there helping and she was slowing
Yeah, she
down
worked
the
there.
construction line. So what are your opinions on this story?
So considering this a soft launch, but I understand what businesses when they have soft launches, they're trying to learn. They're trying to gather
Yes.
details to see what the customers like, see if they can produce a quality product or service in that specific time that the customer is waiting. They can gauge demand. It's a soft launch. Uh, I wouldn't critique any business during a soft launch. Like if I do critique them, it'd be private. Like, hey, this is something I noticed. This is something I like. This is what other customers are saying. I wouldn't go public with it. Uh, but
But he is a content creator.
he is a
So
content
does that
creator, so
play
he
a
wants to
role
create
too?
content. Yeah, he's a content creator. He wants to make content and the business is open for business. They're
Yeah.
open to the public. So once you open those doors, you open yourself up to positive feedback and negative criticism. So he's well within his limits. Would I have done it the way he did it? No, but do I really want to hold his opinion in high regard when he puts entire biscuits in his mouth at Popeyes? Probably not. Like, probably not. Like, I thought you was gonna tell me he's like a legit, like he's reviewing cookies and all type of
No,
restaurants. He
he
eats biscuits
does,
whole.
but
Yeah,
yes,
but
it's
he's more of a, he sounds more of an
primarily
entertainer.
yeah.
Mhm.
And he review more ice creams than he review restaurants, to be quite frank. And these
Yeah,
are ice cream sandwiches from Walmart. These are not like ice cream
these ain't
parlors.
gourmet, you know. Yeah,
No, 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 not at
yeah.
all.
This not the place
Um,
that you took me to. What's the name? I want to say the name of the place you took me to, but it's not a place
a
that
very good
specialized.
ice cream spot.
It was
Yeah,
it wasn't, you know, yeah. You
we
liked
won't
it.
go
That's what
there,
matters.
but
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I think my opinion is there's a lot. I like to look at things. I'm not a very black and white person, so I see
Hmm.
things from like 20 different lenses.
Hmm.
And so you have this woman who, for one, has opened her own bakery.
Hmm.
We all know opening a business as a woman, there's all these different intersectionalities that she has. She's a black woman.
Hmm.
In California, I mean, that sets the bar on its own. That is
Hmm.
very hard. She is not on an even playing ground, I feel like, as the people who are surrounded by her. Obviously, it's a soft launch. Um, so, like you said, she's working through the kinks. And I at no point think that and this is just my opinion. I don't want nobody talking about my mama. Even if I understand she's there, she's an employee. Um, Maybe that was his idea of offering constructive criticism, but I think that anybody would be frustrated when, you hear somebody making a not so positive comment about your mother. Um, so yeah, I think that there's multiple different lenses to look at this. I do think that, he can give his opinion, but like you said, I just don't see myself getting online and doing that to an upcoming
Up and
business
coming
and
business.
bringing
Right.
all this negative attention
Right.
to her.
Right. Yeah. And
Um,
you don't want your parents to get criticized. I mean, that's like you
no, I don't.
inviting me over to your parents' house and your daddy cooking some of that barbecue and me telling him like, I know a
This
place
ain't
in Houston
good,
that got better
right?
barbecue than this. Like, you got to be respectful. You
You
know,
be
you got to be
kicked out
respectful.
in a heartbeat.
Yeah. 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 So, I mean, but yeah, I mean, your daddy ain't got nothing on me when it come to that barbecue. But
Sir, please.
I'm just
I
messing
would
with you.
love to get a rib from you. I'm trying to see what your ribs
listen,
talked
listen,
about.
listen. I would love to get a rib from me too.
Yeah, let's see what it tastes like without no salt, pepper, nothing
Yeah, it's gonna be
on
like
it.
eating some ribs out off a out of refrigerator from a grocery store. It's gonna be like, damn, what
Literally.
is this? Yeah, this ain't even seasoned.
But
So
I honestly would love to try, like, I wouldn't mind because I've flown out to New Orleans a couple of
mm,
times just to eat, flown in that day, flown out. I honestly, once the lines die down, because I'm not trying to fly somewhere and be waiting in a line for 2 hours. But I
yeah,
would love to try her stuff myself,
yeah,
and see where this critique is coming from. But I applaud her for opening a business and pushing through it with
yeah.
all of this negative attention.
Yeah, and while you were talking, I tried to pull it up on Google reviews or whatever. I don't know if she has a Google presence yet. But
Mm.
you know, in a year or so, if she's still in business, and there's no line, yeah, I would recommend you, you know, go out there and, you know, when you're in, you know, California, Pasadena, California.
I believe it's in Pasadena.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, when you're out in Pasadena, California, to just, you know, try her cookies and her their other pastries or whatever. But just don't criticize her mama. Leave her mom alone. So I'm assume her mom. How old is she? Ash herself.
She's retired. She's
Oh, so her
older.
mama old then.
Okay, but we also have to. She could be 70. I done seen some 80-year-olds who are running circles around 50-year olds.
Mm.
So she doesn't look like your typical retired
So Ash
woman.
is in her 70s or her mom is in her 70s.
No, mom. I think the mom is. I mean, she's retired, so
Okay.
when I think retired, I think 65 plus.
Yeah, yeah. It's
But she
okay.
could be younger.
Yeah, yeah. And we know
Um,
how older people can be. They can be stubborn. A lot of older people that they are slow. They're not young. They don't move at the pace in which we move. So
yeah.
and I don't know if I took you to that bakery in Houston. Um, you know, they can move kind of slow, but the food is worth it because they're making it from scratch every time you order it. So
What bakery?
I'll text it to you. They're not paying me to say their
Okay.
name. So then look, now you're gonna be
That's
driving over
fair.
there right after this. But no, there's a spot in Houston. It's small business, mom and pop business, and it's really
Okay.
good. It's really
Okay.
good. So yeah, I know you like banana pudding cookies. So I don't know if they
I
sell
do.
those, but
I
you can
do.
definitely check their menu.
But sometimes that's a part of some businesses too. Like I go to
Mhm,
some businesses and I know for a fact I'm gonna be waiting.
mhm.
Um, so that kind of just comes with the territory sometimes, and supply and demand.
Yeah, yeah. This
But
ain't this ain't Popeyes. You're not about to just get in the drive-through, order a 3-piece meal, and then
exactly,
pull around and put a biscuit in your mouth. Oh
and throw
yeah, it
that
was a good
biscuit in
biscuit.
your yeah.
Yeah, it's like no. Like I said, this guy sounds like an entertainer. I don't know him. I never even heard of him, but he sounds like more of an entertainer. And he's doing his job. He's entertaining. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he's gonna
Mhm.
get the likes. He's gonna get the engagement. uh, You know.
That
Uh,
he did.
yeah.
That
Did
he
he put the
did.
whole cookie in his mouth, or did he actually bite it?
He bit the cookies. That
Why
he
didn't he
did
just put it
do.
in his mouth like a biscuit?
I guess the circumference was a little bit bigger than that
Okay.
Popeye's biscuit,
All right.
but
Well, and yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's an entertainer, so I wouldn't get up in arms. Of course, you don't want somebody talking about your mom. Um,
yeah.
I remember one time I was out and somebody said something about my mom. And this is when I was a kid. I still think about it to this day. Like, you don't want nobody, dissing your mom or,
No,
it's just
even if
something.
it's light, I don't want you
Yeah,
saying anything about
yeah. Don't
anybody
say
in my family.
right. My mom's cooking. My mom's nothing. Don't leave
Mhm.
my mom out of this. And so, whether it's your mom, your spouse, your kids,
Right.
nobody wants those people, in the subject line. So
Yep.
that's our last topic.
But let
Thank you
us
for
know
watching.
what
Oh
y'all think. But
no,
I want to know
go
what
ahead.
everybody thinks. I want to know if they're on So Bad Ash's side or Dre's side. Like, which side are you choosing? Who was right and who was
Mhm.
wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be interesting to read that in the comments. I don't think you sent me this on social media, so I didn't really read the comments with this story. But what are the
They're
comments saying?
50-50.
Oh wow,
They're 50-50.
wow.
Some are, well, it honestly seems like well, I'll say 60-40. More people are agreeing and saying that he's entitled to his opinion just because, she's a
Mhm.
new business owner and all this stuff. That doesn't leave her exempt from being critiqued.
No, yeah, it
Um,
doesn't. Once you open those doors, you're open for criticism. But
yeah.
at the same time, like you said earlier, it's a soft opening. It's a small mom and pop business. It's not like Insomnia Cookies or Tiff's
Right.
Treats.
Or
It's like
crumble, yeah.
that's a big business. So they have a set of standards that small businesses don't have because they have the capital
Right.
to speed the process up to be more
Hmm.
efficient. You don't have mama or grandma in the back with flip flops holding cookie trays and putting them in the oven.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's a pretty interesting story. So, like Kaya said, leave a comment, tell us what you think. We would love to get some engagement from you guys. But that's our last story. So, along with leaving a comment, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and our next episode is when Sunday.
Sunday.
All right, so tune in Sunday for the next episode. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, everyone.